supposed to feel.
This is Michael on Tech breaking in here just to let you know that we are going to broadcast the 2 p.m. boys game against Blue Mountain. It is pretty soggy here, so no guarantees as to how long this game is going to last. We will stick it out as long as we can, as long as the game is scheduled. But thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to send you back to the royalty-free music that you all have become so familiar with, and we will see you in, I don't know, looks like about 5 minutes. Lance Hall is going to be across the field, and we'll get things started here. Thanks for tuning in.
Hazen and the Vermont Principals Association want to remind participants and spectators of the requirements to behave in a respectful manner. Sportsmanship and safe playing environments are the top priorities for all Vermont school-sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. Any violation of the game or in the stands can result in game stoppages, ejections, or forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved, and have a great game. Good afternoon and welcome to Dan Hudson Soccer Field at Hazen Union, home of the Wildcats. Hazen Wildcats Soccer would like to welcome you to today's homecoming game between the Bucks from Blue Mountain, coached by Michael Scott, and your Wildcats of Hazen, coached by Harry Bissett. The officials for today's contest are Frank Martel and Brian Barney. Starting today for the Blue Mountain Bucks, number 8, freshman Lance Perigo. Number 11, freshman Onyx Scott. Number 13, junior Brody Scott. Number 15, junior Kobe Daly. Number 16, senior Casey Ingerson. Number 18, junior Landon Houle. Number 20, junior Grady Sulyar. Number 22, senior Evan Farkerson. Number 27, senior Dylan Lacasse. Number 28, freshman Brody Allard. Number 32, junior Jacob Roberts. And now, starting today, for your Hazen Union Wildcats, number 1, sophomore Nate Hayden. Number 2, junior Jeter Demers. Number 3, senior Grayson McNaughton. Number 6, junior Hunter Martin. Number 8, junior Kobe Smith. Number 10, senior Ari Yurkevich. Number 11, senior Sully LaFleur. Number 16, freshman Wyatt Hunt. Number 20, senior Ethan Gann. Number 22, junior Lincoln Hill. Number 25, junior Chase Newell. This time we'd like everyone to please rise, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
folks. Michael on Tech here again. Welcome back, HCTV, broadcasting the boys versus Blue Mountain game here today from Hardwick. As always, HCTV streams live on our YouTube page and on 1080. And folks, we don't know how long this game is gonna last. I'm sure that you could hear it when we were hearing the pregame announcements by Lance Hall. It is pouring here at Hazen Union, and you know the funny thing about weather is there's no way to predict it. So we're just gonna pull in on a nice tight shot of Lance Hall as he comes back to the booth here, and wish the Wildcat boys a good game against Blue Mountain. So stay tuned, and we'll stick with this game as long as we can. Thanks, folks.
Good afternoon and welcome to Dan Hudson Soccer Field's homecoming game. Boys playing the Blue Mountain Bucks today on a wet, soggy Saturday afternoon. Ooh, there was a ball right. I don't know if that caught him in the chin or on the chest, but man, that looked like it hurt. Lance Hall with the call for HCTV, channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Action moving fast and furious out here. Lance McKenzie on camera, Michael on tech. As I catch my breath. Every year I say I got to get in better shape. All right, both teams feeling each other out. Hazen comes in with a record of, well, we have tied. We played one game and we tied Lamoille last Wednesday. There's a shot across goal! Off the mouth, the goal didn't go in. Tied Lamoille 1-1 this past Wednesday in a weather-delayed game, of which we were leading. Then they had to spend a lot of time on the bus, and when they came off the bus, they were cold. And I want to say they gave up a goal on a PK, but it was Jeter Demers that scored for us early, or you know, to give us the 1-0 lead, and then Lamoille tied it up. I want to say it was in overtime too. Blue Mountain has played one game, a 4-1 loss to Rivendell at home. So still the early stages for both teams here. Going to take me a minute to match everybody up here too. Ball goes under the foot of the Blue Mountain defender. Field is a little soggy right now. It's been raining hard since about 10:30. Girls were attempting to play earlier. We got, I think there was, 27, 28 minutes left in the first half. We're actually up 1-0. Had a lightning delay. Shot in on goal. Goalie makes a save. And they ended up calling the game. I'm assuming they're going to redo it at some point. But that ball is going to just go out of bounds off the punt. Sort of very reminiscent of the Virgins game here a number of years ago. Girls game where we got a wind, lightning, stormy delay. Referees for the game today are Frank Martell and Brian Barney. Martell just barely got shot on goals wide. Frank Martell just barely got here. He came up from a game down at Lamoille, which was weather delayed again. But talked with Brian for a little while over there, veteran official, great guy. Gonna have some. I think we're going to have some good officiating today. Get myself acclimated a little bit and try and I've got some hot tips from Harry to read. I know he's excited for this game. Ball on the far side. Inside, Farquharson with the save. Evan Farquharson, a senior, in goal today for the Bucks. That one's going to go out of bounds again. According to Coach Harry's hot tips, Hazens are continuing to improve their style of play after last year's successful transformation. The entire team, including the coach, is 1 year more experienced, looking to be much more competitive in games this year. We're going to line up in a 4-3-3 this year to increase the number of players moving forward in attack on the weak side and improve support for the back four on the defense. They're working to use possession to move up the field together to create different dynamic attacks. Harry has them losing 4-1 in the opening game to Randolph. I thought I saw Rivendell, but either way, they lost 4-1. He said last year BMU did a good job collapsing back on defense with a low block. And Hazen had a hard time breaking them down for the entire first half for the overloader players in front of the goal. Hazen's going to need to be patient but decisive in the build-up and not wasteful. Steady rain for quite some time now. The goal mouth that we are defending is notorious for being slick. And I think I was over there when they tossed the coin. They shot in, Ferguson! Nice recovery. You see him slip. Comes back. Jeter, the Jeetmeister, the Jeetster right there. Looking to get his second goal of the year. I was over there for the toss, and Blue Mountain actually lost the toss, so Hazen got to choose side. And I think Grayson wisely took this one for the first half. That way, the game is close. In the second half, the goal he will be defending will be a little easier than the mud pit down here. Harry did put some speedy dry out early. I have forgotten how physical the boys' games are. We've done, one girls' game and a little bit of that girls' game today. And, I mean, it's great. I love the way the girls play. It's definitely more finesse. And they get physical. They trade some paint. But, man, you get the guys out here, and it's just so quick and so physical. They are banging. Booted out by the defense. Brought back down by Hazen. Hunter Martin in the middle. Now Blue Mountain on the attack. Falling back on defense is Hazen. White throw. Blue Mountain, of course, taking a trip up from Wells River. Not too bad of a drive. Wells River. Either one of you ever been to the P&H truck stop in Wells River? Phenomenal food. That's, yeah, really good stuff. A lot of homemade.
I got a real soft spot for a gas station sandwich.
Yeah, homemade, home cooking. You get it right there. I actually DJ'd a prom for Blue Mountain eons ago. I want to say it was, man, I'm going to age myself here, 1992. Great time. They had it at the old Lincoln Inn over in St. Jay across from the bowling alley. The building doesn't even exist anymore. It's not even there. But good group of kids. Had a lot of fun. Corner kick for Blue Mountain now. The most exciting play in all of soccer. 32-15 and ticking here in the first half. Homecoming weekend. Ball in and well over and out of bounds. So that'll be the goal kick for McNaughton. Ball here on the near side. Throw in by Onyx Scott up ahead. Martin knocks that one out while advancing up a little bit more. Throw in. Well, I've got a 22 as Evan Farquharson, but they told me a guy named Evan was in goal, too. Is there two Evans on this team? Okay, Evan Sanborn is in goal. Whom I don't think I introduced because he didn't have a number. My apologies to him. Pass in, shot on, wide. Okay, so we got Evan Sanborn in goal. He is a sophomore. Although they marked off 11 players. I don't know, I'm confused. I got to believe 22's Farquharson because he's a senior and he was like the talking captain. One of the perks of being right there as they were having the pregame meeting, which was pretty cool. I've never been close to it. Brian brought the guys under the easy up over there where Sadie and I were standing. And it was kind of cool to hear the pregame talk from the official, double checking on things, finding out who the captain was that could, that was a speaking captain as they call him. And yeah, good times. And I know Farquharson, number 22, it's got to be him. He's a senior. He was going to be the talking captain. Blue Mountain up. Defense falls back. Ball out. Throw in White. There's a long shot. High. Be a goal kick for McNaughton. I'm going to step back by you, Lance, for a moment. Maybe. McNaughton goal kick. I think that's Sully. Thank you, Michael. Middle of the field. Both teams looking to get the advantage here. Pinball game right now. Hazen presses. Looking to go across. Sanborn out. Blue Mountain clears. Nice defense. This field a lot slower right now than it has been. When we were here for Wednesday night's game, it was a fast field that was so burnt to a crisp. Now it is a lot slower today. Header back up. Sullivan looking ahead. I think that's Nate Hayden. Cross here. Jeter. Back over. Looking up ahead. Shot on. Wide. I don't know if Sanborn got a hand on that and tipped it or it went wide. Sanborn's getting a workout this half so far. 26:55 left. Gonna have a goal kick. Still a good crowd here today, despite the weather, for homecoming. Wanted to take the shot backed off wisely. A lot of defense there in front of him. Ball up ahead. McNaughton will control. Hazen back this way. Lincoln Hill on the far side. In the middle, looking ahead. Jeter's got the break. Lined up, got the shot, just wide again. A lot of wide rights here in this first half. But Hazen definitely getting fabulous offensive opportunities down here. Here's a goal kick over to the far side. Blue Mountain looking to create a little offense of their own, but Hazen defense pretty stout so far. Over here near side, ball goes under, backing him up. It's Justin Montgomery back in the middle. Ari Jurkiewicz back over to Montgomery. Montgomery cross, middle, Jeter got a foot on it, inside, goal! Trying to get. Is that Levi? I'm hearing Levi. Is that Levi Jurkiewicz that got that? Yes. No, Levi Higgins. Sorry, it's Lucian Jurkiewicz. Levi Higgins with the goal. A junior. So Levi Higgins strikes first for the Cats with 25:04 left to go in the first half. Nice settling shot by Higgins. Montgomery up again. Have a white throw. Montgomery tried to get a foot under it. Kobe Smith back. That is Ari Jurkiewicz. Cross goal! Jeter, the Jeepmeister, the Jeep man, the Jeter Ruski. Second goal of the season for Jeter Demers. And we've got 2-zip with 24:07 left to go here in the first half. All right. Blue Mountain going to need to turn up something here to get it going again, because we have been in control, really, I would say, of this pretty much entire first half so far. First half of it. With 23:38, subs come in. Our sponsors today: Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Buffalo Mountain Market, celebrating 50 years of feeding community. And the Calderwood Insurance Company, offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. We thank our sponsors, each and every one of them. Lance Hall with the call. Lance McKenzie on camera. Michael on tech. Michael's celebrating World Beard Day today. How long have you been growing your beard now? I mean, how long since you've been shaved clean? Let's say.
Probably maybe a year and a half. 2 years.
No, it's 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't grow that much beard in 10. You know.
I found that if I shave, contractors don't give me the time of day anymore.
Okay. Okay. So it's sort of a work tool almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Got to respect the beard. Free kick, Blue Mountain. I always found it fascinating that in the three original members of ZZ Top, the man whose last name was Beard did not have one. Billy Gibbons, Dusty Hill, both of us has huge beards. The drummer, Frank Beard, didn't have a beard. Free kick in. McNaughton backs up. Makes the save. Tricky back there. That mud gets in there in this rain, and it is slick. Kick up, Perigo on the run. Dawson Mitchell with him. Cross. Sully almost had a foot on that turn. Trying to get the turn was Lacasse. Dylan Lacasse was looking to chip that one up. Taken down. Middle of the field. Blue Mountain defense bunching. A little bit of a shot on, why not? And Sanborn with the save. Nice kick in the rain, up ahead. Big kick. If Buffy were here, she would not be happy. That is what's known as the boot. Just the booting it. McNaughton will give this one the boot for sure. Halfway through the first half, Hazen up 2-0 over the Blue Mountain Bucks here on this homecoming Saturday. Hazen looking to notch their first win of the season after gaining their first tie this past Wednesday down at Lamoille. A double overtime 1-1 tie. After a rain delay, we had a 1-0 lead, and then they scored late in the second half. I think I said earlier in the day in the broadcast, I think I said something about scoring in overtime, but that's dumb because then they would have won. So it was in regulation late when Lamoille tied it up. Then they played a double OT to a tie. Double OT win?
The girls' game?
No. I'm talking about the boys' game against Lamoille. Girls played double OT and won. Boys played double OT and tied. I don't know if I even... That term shouldn't even apply in sports.
Tie.
What'd you do? Tied. I don't know. Whoever said a tie is as good as a win, I got to question him. All right. Out of bounds, red throw. This will be Montgomery on the throw. If I remember right, Justin can wing it, which he does. Nice cross. Almost got a foot on it. I think that was Levi that almost got a foot on it again. Higgins. Nice patience over there. Gains the corner kick. I think this is Jeter that's going to take it. Boys crowd the box. That one outside. settling. Shot. Oh, no. Wow, that was going in. That was going in. If that defender hadn't been standing right there against the post. Saved another sure goal right there. I thought it was gone. Nice defense. Trying to get a number. I think that was Jacob Roberts. Yeah, Jacob Roberts. It's a junior. Just kept Blue Mountain from going down 3-zip. Header. Subs come in. Throw in Roberts. Ball in. Offside. When I was talking to Coach Scott about doing the intros, number 32 there, Jacob Roberts, wanted pretty badly to introduce him as Jake, the Snake Roberts. WWE superstar. Nah, I said, did you go by Jake or Jacob? He goes, Jacob. I'm like, there shoots that idea. Could have done my best Mean Gene Okerlund out there. Yeah, exactly. If you ever watched his promos, though, Jake Roberts, you know, the wrestler, so quiet, so subtle, but so powerful, you know. Just never raised his voice, but, man, you hung on every word.
We didn't get to watch a lot of wrestling. My mom didn't like it.
Inside. Sliding down. Nice save by Sanborn to stick with that. Back over. Ball's going to stay in. Talk about a slow field. That would have been Wednesday. That ball would have been into the trees rolling. Now it just gets to a stop. Hazen back. Going inside. Booted out. Gonna have a corner kick out of the hole down here. Montgomery to take this. No, Jurkevich. Jurkevich to take it. Ari, middle. Blue Mountain just desperate to get it out of the zone now. We're going to have another corner. Line it up, we'll kick another one. Coach Harry Sheet, he says Ari is the most improved player this year. Just really made strides since last year. Oh, nice header. Almost got it in. Defense out. Ari back across the middle, no one there. Boy, credit the Blue Mountain defense for making that stand right there. Some wide. He says Ari has improved more than any other player since last year. Look for him to shine on the right wing, and he is. Hazen will be trying to be relentless in possession with one-touch passing and the threat of the bench if they turn the ball over. So I think they're doing pretty good on that one-touch passing. Ball back up. Underneath. Sanborn out, makes the kick. 11:50 left to go in the first half. Hazen leads 2-0. Goals by Levi Higgins and Jeter Demers. And they have just, the word for today is onslaught. It has been an onslaught of Hazen offense out here today on the Blue Mountain defense and goalkeeper. Trading some paint over there on the far side. Got a whistle. Blue Mountain's going to have the free kick. Back in. Dawson Mitchell clearing that one up. Hazen coming back down. Sullivan on the outside gets it over, cross in, turn again, goal! Let's make it 3-0. Let me get a number here. Number 10? Number 10 would be none other than Ari Jurkevich, scoring today for the Cats. Well-balanced scoring. Harry getting his entire offense in. And like I said, it has been an onslaught of offense for the Wildcats today against the Bucks. Ball through. Dawson Mitchell plays it back to McNaughton. McNaughton plays it up. Center of the field. Sullivan looking to get a turn there. Nate on the far side. Pass down. Nice trap. Nice footwork. Beautiful. Ball goes out. We're going to have a goal kick. Some nice footwork over there. Keep that ball in play. Corner kick. Ball in. Header. Wide. I mean high. Beautiful placement on the kick in, on the corner kick in. It was I think it was Justin Montgomery who got the header on that. Ball right to a Hazen player. Coming across. Montgomery. Nice give and go back. Kobe Smith. Looking over here on the near side. That is Lucian Jurkevich. He's trying to get the pass to Justin Montgomery on the inbounds with the throw in. Ball out. Corner kick. Kobe Smith drops over to take this one. Off the side of his foot behind the goal. 7:45 left to go in the first half. Cats up 3-0. Homecoming weekend. Short kick controlled by Perigo, trying to get it over, trying to get anything going. Very little of this first half has been played on our half of the field. It's been all Hazen keeping it right down here in this end with relentless pressure on the Bucks defense. Yurkevich, middle, going up through. That was Chase Newell. Here's Montgomery, keeps it in, nice play. Newell across, and that was Brody Scott kicking it out for the Bucks. Corner kick. Who's going to take it this time? It's going to be Justin Montgomery. Headed out by the defense that time. Nice play. Get it going the other way. Montgomery back. Ethan Gann. Back to Mitchell. McNaughton says, come on, guys, let me kick the ball. He hasn't had a whole lot of work to do back here in his first half. A couple of goal kicks, a couple of kickouts. I think he might have made one or two saves, but nothing serious for Grayson McNaughton. That one off the slices off the side of his foot short. Coming down. And that was Riley Murray trying to keep control of it for Blue Mountain. Montgomery on the throw in. 5 minutes left. First half. Subs come in. Up ahead. Murray. Yurkevich going at it. Montgomery with another throw in. Farquharson looking to kick ahead, trying to get through, taken out by the defense though. Nice ball up. Higgins over there again. There's a kind of a shot on. Sanborn's going to let it go by, take the goal kick with 4:19 left to go in the first half. Goal kick, Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain trying to threaten here a little, but going the wrong way now. Murray settles. As it go under his foot, Kobe Smith there. Montgomery will clear that one back up ahead. Getting the break. Too far ahead. Lincoln Hill trying to catch up. It led him just a little bit too far, but he had a step on the defense. Kobe Smith back. McNaughton, middle of the field, back down. Smith. Gann. Up ahead. Lincoln Hill. Montgomery wants it over here. Chip ahead. Montgomery back down, center of the field. There's Gann. .225 left to go here in the first half. Faster first half. Haven't had a whole lot of stoppages other than the goals, really. They're playing. A couple of subs come in. Subs going off. Comes Blue Mountain. 1:42 left to go in the first half. Hazen has controlled. Trying to turn. Nice move. Little Lord of the Dance move right there by Ari Jurkevich. Shot on. Save. 55 seconds now. Under 1 minute to play in the first half. Blue Mountain with the free kick. .30 seconds. Shot in. McNaughton save. Pass up ahead. Too far. Sanborn's going to come out. Make the save. 10 seconds. Or Sanborn, I mean. Sanborn. And there's the whistle and the horn, I mean. And at the end of the first half, it is your Hazen Union Wildcats, courtesy of goals by Levi Higgins, Jeter Demers, and Ari Jurkevich, have a 3-0 lead over the Blue Mountain Bucks here on this homecoming Saturday. You're watching on HCTV channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Lance out with the call. Lance McKenzie on camera. Michael on tech. Our sponsors today, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Buffalo Mountain Market, www.buffalomountainmarket.com, celebrating 50 years of feeding community. And Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodins.com, offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. We'll see you at the start of the second half. Okay, and we are back here. You know what? I've been waiting to use this line for a long time. We're back here at the muck and mire of the Hudson Fields here at Hazen Union High School in Hardwick, Vermont. Heard that line once. I went to some mud bogs, believe it or not, inside the New Haven Coliseum down in New Haven, Connecticut. It was inside. They brought these rigs in, and they brought a bunch of mud in and stuff. And the announcer at one point says, "Yeah, we're running through the muck and mire here at the beautiful New Haven Coliseum." We're like,
Did you get sprayed at all?
no, we were back right. No, the way they were running, it wasn't spraying the spectators, but it was loud. I'll tell you that much. Homecoming weekend here on a rainy, soggy Saturday afternoon. Boys hosting the Blue Mountain Bucks. Boys up 3-0, courtesy of goals by Levi Hickens, Jeter Demers, and Ari Jurkevich. Hazen absolutely relentless on offense in that first half. I don't think Blue Mountain even got they might have gotten a low impact, low percentage shot, one maybe. But other than that, that was it. And their goalie, young Mr. Sanborn up here. Yeoman's work to keep it a 3-0. And their defense, Jacob Roberts made one play off the post that saved a sure goal. So, I mean, they're down 3-0, but it could be worse. Their defense has really played decent. But our offense was just phenomenal in the first half. Coach Harry's plan coming to fruition, putting the pressure on, keeping the ball up, 4-3-3 setup, attack. Game plan, I would say, has come together to a T for Coach Harry today here. Lance Hall with the call, Lance McKenzie on camera, Michael on tech. We have a different goalie in. I can't really tell who is in. The other goalie on the roster is Chase Newell, so I'm going to assume maybe that's Chase. If we don't have a number 25 on the field, it would be Chase Newell. turn. Ball ahead. Defense keeping it out. Throw in Landon Hool. Middle of the field. Ball up. Yeah, 0-0. That's chase and goal. At least according to my roster. Coming in. Goal! 4-0. What do we got for a number there? Is that number 8? 8? Kobe Smith. We got an 8, right? What? 3? We don't have a 3 listed. At least I don't have one. What's that?
It is
Number 3? Oh, okay. That's great. That's Grayson then. If it's number 3, it is Grayson. Thought that was his. Okay. Okay. Mistake to 3 for an 8. Easy enough to do, I guess. But yeah, Grayson McNaughton with the goal. So he stopped a shot or 2. Yeah, that's Grayson. I can see him now. Stopped a shot or 2 in the first half and scores a goal in the second. Helping his own cause. 4-0. 36-40. Left to go in the game. Throw in Hool. We'll be back here on Wednesday the 6th when the boys will be hosting. I'll find my sheet in a minute. Here's McNaughton again. Linden. Wednesday the 10th. And then we have a week off. Not back here again until Wednesday the 17th when the girls will be hosting the Blue Mountain ladies team. Blue Mountain Bucks. Shot. Save. Big rebound, though. Comes out. Shot back in. Defense in front. Tell you, it's tough enough to be down 4-0, but now to have to defend this goal. Down at the slippery rock end of the field, we'll say. Nice move. Turn. Can't quite get it. Gets the turn again. Off the crossbar. Down. Wide. Just wide. Shot off the crossbar. Line it up for a goal kick. Say that ball is heavy and slick, and this field is slow and wet. But Hazen making it look like a walk in the park, like it's a beautiful fall day out here. The way they're handling everything. Ball up to midfield. Our officials haven't had much to do today. Been a pretty good game. There's a high punt. Back. Middle of the field. Now that Grayson's on the field, Harry's note here says, look for Grayson to be played to a lot in possession so that Hazen can develop playing out from the back. Draws the opposition's forwards and midfielders up, makes them easier to play through. He's also looking for Grayson to get some minutes on the forward line, hoping to secure a first varsity goal. So congratulations on his first varsity goal. You saw it right here on HCTV. 32:51 left in the game. Our officials, once again, Frank Martell and Brian Barney. Martell came up from a Lemoyle. This is his second game he's worked today. Worked a game at Lemoyle earlier that got lightning delayed and made it just in time. Standing back there with Brian before the game, when he saw him pull in, that's when he said, okay, start doing your intros. I was got to about the Hazen roster when Frank came down and made it under the pop-up over there. So yeoman's work for Martell today. Shot on, goal. Do we have a number? Is it 4? If that's 4, then that's Levi once again. Levi Higgins, his second goal of the day. Makes it 5-zip. So 2 for Higgins, 1 for Jeter, 1 for Ari. And Grayson McNaughton, his first varsity goal today. And there's McNaughton getting a break on the ball once again. Looking to collect his second varsity goal of the game of the day. Chase Newell in net now. Grayson in net for the first half. Settle. Blue Mountain trying to make a play. Nate Hayden across. McNaughton has it go under him. Blue Mountain plays back up. Here's Gann. Going to go out of bounds. We're going to have a white throw deep in the Hazen zone. Dylan Lacasse on the throw in. Ball goes under the foot of Farquharson. Some fancy footwork over there on the far side by Ari Yurkevich. Blue Mountain Trying to mount some kind of attack here. There's a shot on wide. Ball out, so we're going to have a goal kick. I'll tell you what, when I was over on the other side before I went over to Ari to get the proper pronunciation of his name. And this is like, 30 minutes before game time. So I'm like, I said to Coach Harry, I said, which one is Ari? I want to go. I want to, because I've messed up this kid's name for like 4 years now. So I go over and he's sitting there on the bench. Again, it's like half an hour before game time. He's eating a bowl of chili, a cup of chili, as he's sitting on the bench before the game. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got it this morning. I didn't eat a thing before I came. Exactly. I grabbed some chicken tenders there during our break, and I'm good. Before a game, though, I mean, I'd go out there. I'd go up and down the field twice, and yeah. That would be the end of my chili. Oh. Hey, it looked like just plain chili, a big cup of chili he had it. Yeah. I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't look all that close, but I was like, okay. Yeah, at some point we're going to get Ari up here. Talk about it. Maybe that's his pregame ritual. Shot on. Give me some chili. All right, corner kick for Hazen. Ball's in. Gonna set things back up again, I guess. Back out Gann. Over. Kobe Smith. Plays over to the far side. Players go down, play on. Referee right there. Shot in across. Takes a kind of a funny bounce. McNaughton here on the near side. Blue Mountain clears it. Ethan plays it back to Newell. Newell plays it up. Off of McNaughton. Hunter Martin booting that one up. Fast game. Fast game. 25 minutes left to go in the match. Hazen up 5-0. Girls game earlier today. We played less than, played about, I'm going to say about 15 minutes. We're up 1-0, and then some lightning came, had a couple lightning delays. Game ended up getting called. That'll be made up at a date to be determined. It's National Tailgating Day. Too bad the weather wasn't better. We could do some serious tailgating back here, Maybe have a pot of chili on. Actually, Michael, I remember being out here a couple years ago in the fall, and it was a cold day. And I mentioned how when I got home, I had a crock pot full of chili. Next thing I know, you're texting Natalia. No. It's also Aunt's Day. Happy Aunt's Day. Yeah, I'll send one out to my Aunt Jackie. We've got Turkey Vulture Day, National Hummingbird Day, National Coffee Ice Cream Day. One of your favorites? On this day in 1995, Cal Ripken Jr. played his 2,131st consecutive game, breaking Lou Gehrig's record. Who sang the anthem that night at Camden Yards? Joan Jett.
Was it like, did you watch that performance?
I didn't see her do the anthem, but I remember watching the game that night.
Okay.
Yeah. But Joan Jett is a huge baseball fan. And I want to say she's a big Orioles fan. Or maybe it's Mets. I'm not sure because I think she was from New York originally. But she's a big time baseball fan. Newell picks this one up. Whistle blows. We'll have a Blue Mountain kick. Perhaps an opportunity for them to put a shot on goal here. Parkinson lines up, kick in. Newell has it bounce out. Ball slick. Rolls it back up. Hazen back on the attack. Going up the far side. In the middle, Jake Roberts. Clearing everybody out. Sub comes in. We're going to have a throw-in on the far side. Hazen, shot on goal! Help me get a number, Lance. 7. Number 7 would be Lucian Jurkevich. So both Lucian and Ari scoring today for the Cats to make it 6-zip. Clock will run. No stoppage of the clock now. Halfway through the second half. 20 minutes left in the match. Hazen in control and has been in control the entire game. Just as complete an offensive and defensive game as we could hope for today against Blue Mountain. Sullivan duking it out with Riley Murray. Kobe Smith over on the far side, shot in, coming across. Blue Mountain defense, Roberts clears it out. Once again, Hazen's played one game this year, a 1-1 tie with Lamoille. Blue Mountain one game, a 4-1 loss to Rivendell down at Blue Mountain there in Wells River. Kobe across. Inside. Back. Lincoln Hill, middle of the field. Blue Mountain defense comes up. A little bit of a shove there. I think we're going to get a call on that one. I think in the end we're going to have a Blue Mountain kick. Backing him up a little bit. Brody Scott, a junior for Blue Mountain. On the free kick, 17:54 and counting. Knocked down. Back in. Hunter Martin using his head to keep that ball out of the zone, out of the 18. Jake Roberts on the throw-in. My last bit of fascinating trivia for today. It was on this day in 1901 that President McKinley was shot in Buffalo, New York during the Pan Am exhibit. He actually passed away, I think it was on the 14th, more from the infection than the wound got infected. Here's the part that where you go into It's a Small World. My grandparents took care of a man down in Mystic, Connecticut back in through the 70s and in 1980, 81. His name was Colby Morgan. He was there that day. He saw, there's a shot on high. He saw Kosgoth go up. The gun was wrapped like in a bandage in his hand. It made it look like he had a hand injury. And he said he saw the man walk up and he had this bandage on. The next thing you know, he heard the shot, and he was in fairly close proximity to it happening. He was a great guy. I think he died at 99 years old. He had done time as a cowboy out in Kansas. He was there for this. Fascinating person to get to know. And there's your American history here for homecoming weekend. I'll expect a full report on Monday. Ball out. 15:45 left to go here in the game. Cats up 6-0. We've had goals today by Jeter Demers, 2 by Levi Hickens, 1 by Lucian Jurkevich, 1 by Ari Jurkevich. And Grayson McNaughton picked up his first varsity goal today. Of course, Grayson plays a lot of goals, so but nice to see him get that first varsity goal. Bench a little chillier, a little wetter. Ride going to be a little longer back for Blue Mountain, unfortunately. Over on the Hazen bench, they're hanging, waiting for this game to end. Homecoming dance tonight here at school. They actually moved the dance. They used to have the dance on Friday nights. They moved it to Saturday nights because when all the kids come out and danced on Friday nights, they were too tired the next day for the games. So they moved it to Saturday night now. And back in the day, they used to try to have a bonfire too. And in theory, it was a great idea. In practice, it just never really panned out. Hazen looking across. Shot on. Goal. I believe that was Justin Montgomery scoring for the Cats to make it 7-0. Yes, number 12, Justin Montgomery. And up here in the broadcast booth, we just move a little bit closer to the end of this game. Closer to the pack up. Closer to getting home to your chili. Lance, what are you having for supper tonight?
That's a good question. I like the chili idea.
Yeah. My wife makes like a southwestern chili with chicken and black beans. What?
Red or green chili?
Red. Yep. There's this cream cheese. There's like the tomatoes. I don't know what else does she put in. I'll have to get the recipe, but it's pretty darn good. We had it earlier in the week. There might be some still in the fridge. And of course, a day or two later, it's even better. Yeah, it's got like black beans, chicken, like a taco mix. You know, it tastes. It's really really good. She discovered it last year. She makes it a lot. Down in front, Wyatt Hunt trying to make something happen up here for the Cats. Jeter inside, looking to settle. Nice play. Jeter Demers up ahead to Hunt. Brody Allard giving chase, playing hard. Down 7-0, he's playing hard. We're going to have a free kick. Are we going to have a free kick or are we going to have a PK? They were right on the line. We're going to set up a wall, so I guess it's going to be just outside. They're going to call it just outside the box. Where's he going to kick it from there? I'm going to say Brian's pointing to the spot there. Demers on the kick. Arnie blows his whistle. Try it again. Over. Oh, just went under the foot. Just under the foot. Nice idea. Turn things the other way. Ball out. It's going to have a red throw. Talon Michaud on the far side. Getting a foot on the ball. A player adjusting a shoelace over there. Shin guard, something or other. Hazen on the throw in. Corner kick for the Cats. Ball in. Headed up. Bent over. Goal kick. 8:45 left to go in the game. Hazen back in again. Ball through. Ball through. Ball still through. Goalie falls on it. Man, Sanborn's, he's going to be sore tonight. Save again. I'd be like, get me home. Where's the ibuprofen? I'm going to bed. He has worked hard out there today. Mass substitutions coming in. 7:25 left in the game. Once again, we're back Wednesday. Boys will be hosting LI. And then we'll have a week off and be back on the 17th when the girls will host the Blue Mountain girls team. Meanwhile, the girls go on the road, a string of long games, long drives at BFA, at Winooski, at Virgins. The boys, they're busy. Monday, they go up to North Country. They're a D1 team. Wednesday, we'll host LI. Next Tuesday, the 16th, they're at Stowe. There's a save, Sandboard, at Stowe. And then Friday, the 19th, they'll host Spalding. So the usual full slate of fall sports here. We'll have all the home games right here on HCTV. We'll throw a shout out to the ball boys out there working hard. Keeping the team supplied out there on a wet, nasty day. Sadie Gann overdoing the clock for the game today. Mark Considine, who got us the PA to do the announcing with. Coach Harry for keeping us dry up here in the booth. Sully looking ahead. Shot wide. Wyatt Hunt. I think both teams at this point are just like, let's get this 5 minutes over with and go home. So Hazen obviously going to improve their record to 1-0-1. Blue Mountain will drop to 0-2. And once again, boys not with a whole lot of time to rest if they're playing today and then going up Monday up to North Country. But coming off of this game, I think I'd be ready to play again soon too, you know. Keep the momentum going. Shot across, off the post. Wide. That booted it over. That's what I was thinking too. I didn't see where Hazen. I think he was trying to clear it maybe. Did you ever shoot much soccer, Lance? You have a quick soccer story for us?
I have shot a fair amount of soccer.
Any big names or?
Boy, not that I can think of.
No.
Some state championships.
State champ, yeah. Always got to be fun to be a part of that.
Oh yeah, a lot of good energy there.
Yeah.
Championship Saturday, right?
Yeah. course, Vermont with the UVM men winning it all
Oh yeah.
last year, and then the summer the Vermont team winning it all. So Vermont's got a pretty good reputation for some good soccer right now.
This is both amazing stories.
Yeah. 3 minutes left to go in the match. Roberts, that out. Blue Mountain up. Knocked back down. Murray trying to get inside. A little bit of action on the far side, just finishing this game up. 1:35 left. Inside, shot on. That was Nate Hazen, I believe, number 1. Going to make it 8-zip with 1:19 left. I believe that's Nate. He is a sophomore. Say there's one thing I'd like. Yeah, it's Nate. The way the boys are playing today when they score, it's like none of the excess grandstanding or anything like that. It's just sort of, okay, let's get back to business type thing. I like that. 40 seconds. Players go down. We get a whistle. It's going to be a free kick for Hazen. Montgomery, is he going to be looking to kick quick, or is he going to wait? 20 seconds on the clock. Ball through and out. We'll have a goal kick, and that's probably just about going to end the action today. They can pretty much run it out from here. Horn sounds, and a dominant victory today here for the Hazen Union Wildcat boys as they take down the Blue Mountain Bucks 8-zip on homecoming weekend. You've been watching the action today on HCTV, channel 1080 on the cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Our sponsors today, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lmsd.org, Jumpstart Your Future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, home of Harry's Breakfast Burrito. It's open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Buffalo Mountain Market, www.buffalomountainmarket.com, celebrating 50 years of feeding community. Calderwood Insurance, offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. Celebrate 50 years of Buffalo Mountain Market at Atkin Fields on Saturday, September 13th. A community party with live music, local food, games, and some co-op history. Read about this game in the next edition of the Hardwick Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. Lance McKenzie on camera, Michael on tech, Lance Hall with the call. Until next time, live every moment, love every day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.